back to another video. Today we are talking about one of the worst trope in anime, at least in my opinion. I don't know if you'll like it, is fan service. Now, we all know what fan service is. Fan service is an unhealthy amount of pervertedness in order to rather make a joke, most likely for the comedic effect of the series. It's just provide the comedic effect, also to have something nice to look at, mostly for whoever likes to look at it. For me personally, it just brings the quality or dulls the series down, especially when it is abundant in terms of the fan service. For example, Fire Force is one that has the power of Lucky Leech. Lucky Leech is for a character named Tamaki, where her only thing is to provide fan service. I know she has actual capabilities. She does actual things in the manga. Granted, I have not read the Fire Force manga, and I will not, as the third season should come out next year, or hopefully the end of this year. Hopefully the end of this year and the start of next year, since it announced maybe 3-4 years ago. So hopefully it comes out rather the end of this year or the beginning of next year. I really don't know the timetable on that. But anyway, with fan service, as it dulls the series and makes it abundant, they make it evident in every single episode. Mostly they introduce this the female character to bring in nuance, to bring in a different side of the story, bring in an emotional aspect into the story, like a Nami, a Robin, like a multiple other characters. The girl from Fairy Tail, you got Urza, Fairy Tail, though she's not a fan service character, but Urza, you have Urza's friend. It's not Wendy. It's not Sue Gray. Dag, I'm really not thinking of a character right now. By the way, you know who I'm talking about. She's also a fan service girl, the one with blonde hair. I can't really think of her thing right now. In Orihime, many of the Bleach characters are also fan service, where they don't really add anything to the story. They may do one or two things. You may give them special capabilities, rather they're a healer, rather they fight a little bit, but overall they're there for fan service moments, rather with the main character or with the main female cast. All they do is rather advise or cry to the MC, right? Hopefully to get saved, or hopefully for the MC to come, as they're one of those characters. Second, if all they add is comedic value through the fan service, rather that's through a pool scene, through a shower scene, through a mass bath scene. Also, I don't even know where this started from. I know fan service trope derives from the perverted sensei trope. It's kind of one and the same, but they're different in terms of how you approach them. As the perverted sensei trope is kind of different, or the perverted character is kind of different in terms of the fan service, as the fan service is more abundant in every episode. Like, there's no way that you have to add, rather, I'm not trying to get demonetized, or I'm not trying to let this channel blow up unless y'all come back to this video and for me to get canceled. Rather it's them doing a pool scene, rather it's them showering, rather it's them playing around in the pool, to add such a comedic value or a fan service value. Many in the animated community like that. That's I'm not one who likes that, as it dulls the series, and I really want to get back to the action or the main story of things, even if it's just a filler episode. But I would like to get back to that for some reason. And fan service dulls a lot. Like My Hero, Dr. Stone doesn't have fan service, but My Hero does have a little bit of fan service in there, where it just be like, why? What does that have to do with the fight? Just to show them off in terms of ways, in that kind of way, to just be, for it to be pleasing. And of course, if you like it, that's you. I think it's one of the worst tropes, because those moments can happen once in a while to bring comedic value. Sure, I mean, that it happens, right? it's in the anime space, it's in the anime world. It's not going away anytime soon. No, not a single time soon. But when it's abundant in every single episode and they make it a point in every single episode, that's where the series is like, hold on. What does this have to do with him defeating him? What is training him, training her? What does this have to do with anything? So if you like it, you like it, of course. And of course, if you like this video, like and subscribe. Hold on. But that's my thing about the whole fan service thing, is that when it still becomes a point, it dulls the seriousness, not the seriousness of the show, it's they're fictional characters, but the seriousness of the themes they're trying to play upon. Rather that's them talking about something serious in the show, or how to defeat this villain that they've been trying to defeat for so long, or this villain organization, just for someone to come stumbling in, have their clothes off, and just make a joke. It just makes no sense to me of why do it every episode. It can dull the series. I mean, Fire Force hopefully won't. Well, Fire Force for me became a victim of it. Of course, I watched Fire Force for the action. The show was, I mean, baseline of 4 out of 10. But I watched the action for the Fire Force. It's actually real good for the action. But when Tamaki was introduced, why? Why? And I don't want fan service to get confused with the other, the other anime, like a High School DxD, Redo a Healer, all those animes, as they make it a point to do it. Goblin Slayer, they make it a point to do that in their anime. If it's supposed to be part of your anime, then that's me for watching it. I'm not gonna watch it if it's like that. That's just me. But they make it a point ever since the first episode, like, hey, that's kind of that show you trying to watch. But when they introduced it like midway through the show, end of the show, or the beginning of season 2, I'm like, wow, y'all was doing so well. The characters interesting, the plot lines interesting. I'm invested. Nope, clothes off. What? Why is the clothes off? Why? Anyway, like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.